The final analysis, man, in my opinion, whatever the reason you broke up, it's not your fault. It's not her fault. You both got 50% here because one of you stayed there and took it. I mean, I agree with it, but keep your motherfucking hands to yourself, bitch. Hello there, love bugs. Hello there, bellas. If you have not already done so, please remember to like, share the Facebook, subscribe, and visit uptopbeauty.com. We have the Ms. Hollywood shades in this pink. A brown and a blue is coming in soon. Go on over there to Uptop Beauty and check it out. And if you are not already a part of this book club, please hit the Patreon link below and or the join button here on the YouTube. And for a small monthly fee of $5, you babies, yes, you can be privy to all the shenanigans before the YouTube gets it, if the YouTube gets it. Now, let's continue talking about Taking Back My Name by Ickety Ickety. I mean, he a wife-beating, narcissistic hoe, but I understand the hoe better. So now she knew I cared about something, and my face got watched. She watched my face as much as she could, but you can't watch my face too much because I'm going to respond to it. You push it too much, and I'm going to react. But she did it as much as she could. So what this sounds like to me, you know, his Ikeisms, because that's what I'm going to call this, is eventually Ickety Ickety started getting in his feelings, because you know they always do. It was whispers that her and the saxophone player were getting down. Oh no, not my Tina. No, not my gold mine. That saxophone player might take my Tina away from me. Lover boys, they got to have everything in sync. If they got phobias, all phobias got to be happy. If one is unhappy, then the whole matrix is upset. He's nervous now because what he doesn't want is for a man to come in and be kinder to her and treat her better. So now Ickety Ickety is in his feelings about her. Tina the Turner sees that the energy has changed and she has more power. So now what she does is she's starting to do little shit to piss him off now. Because you know how us women do. You know, we take it until we realize, oh, now you care. I'm about to hand you my ass to kiss. Here it goes. That's when I started to hear about her and Johnny Williams, the baritone player with my band. He was an older guy, and Tina supposed to have really liked him because he was yellow. That's the way my oldest son, natural father, Raymond, is. One of those yellow niggas with curly hair. Sound like a Samuel to me. I hate the fact that that age group still holds that colorism inside of them. I mean, it's inside of him up in the sky or, you know, down in the ground, wherever Ickety Ickety is. But I hate the way they equate worth with the color of their skin or the complexion of their skin. So then I started getting possessive. I didn't want anybody else to have her. Before she started giving me trouble, I don't think I was. It was then I realized that I could lose her and my family. But I can't take the whole of the blame. My feelings about any relationship is this: whatever happens, the fault is 50-50. I'll explain what I mean. If you got an old lady and she fuck around all the time, she do that to you every day and you take it. You are just as responsible as she is for staying there and taking it. With that being said, I agree. Some people stay in a relationship because They love the attention that they get from being a victim. Listen, I've stayed in relationships knowing that they was a dirty dog, knowing that they would never be the man that I want them to be. Okay? But in reality, I allowed him to do these things to me. Now, the mother hunchy tricked me, made me think that he was not that man. But in reality, at the end of the day, I found out that he was that man. Same thing. If you her old man and you come home and beat her ass every day and she's still there taking it, it is just as much as her fault as it is yours. So it is a 50-50. She can't say it is your fault just because you beat her. Some women literally believe that beatings, I'm not going to say I think. I'm going to say I have loved a woman. Not physically, but like family-wise. That equated love with abuse. That they didn't think a man didn't love them if the man didn't go upside their head a couple of damn times a month. And then you have those women that are just stuck financially. They put themselves in a situation where they're so dependent on a man that they just be like, I can take another beating. You better bash Mr. in his head and think about heaven later. Say you and your wife break up because you are harsh and you've been messing around and she stayed home and cried. Okay, she could say it's your fault because you've been messing around, or say she worked all the time and you go gamble off the money. The final analysis, man, in my opinion, whatever the reason you broke up, it's not your fault. It's not her fault. You both got 50% here because one of you stayed there and took it. I mean, I agree with it, but keep your motherfucking hands to yourself. In other words, if I beat Tina every day, if I did what they say I did, if I fought her every day and she stayed there for 18 years and she took it, it's as much her fault as it is mine. Why did she stay there for 18 years? If she left at the end of 18 years, she could have left the second day. Women and love and loyalty. He's going to explain it in a sec. He's going to explain why he loved Tina Turner so much. And it has a lot to do with her loyalty to him. Tina did run away once. These pimps out here in LA, if the chick don't bring in enough money, they take a coat hanger, wind it up, and spank her on the butt with it. One time when I was hanging out with them, Tina done something. She ran away and I caught up with the bus she was on, and I got her off and spanked her on the butt with a hanger. Okay, so because the pimps do what you believe you supposed to do it, you believe that Tina Turner is your bottom bitch? Real talk, the way that Ike had it set up, Tina Turner was his bottom bitch. When you think about it. From what I understand, each pimp has a hoe that does a different thing. And like even with Aretha Franklin, her first, was it Ted somebody? One of her baby fathers. He was a pimp. His hoes funded Aretha Franklin's career. Rhonda had her mission. Ann had her mission. Tina Turner had her mission. They all have the certain things that they do. Certain pimps have women that sell vagina, okay, on the street, or escorts, because I forget what Hustle Mom Martina said that the ones who are less attractive do. I forgot what she said they call them. It's not a booger wolf. Each hoe has their own particular finesse, And maybe that got up in Ike Turner's mind and he thought that Tina was his bottom bitch and he had to beat her with a hanger because she ran away. Ike, you got the whole game fucked up. But Ike's argument is that given that Tina escaped easily enough, in the end, she could have done it at any time if she had really wanted to. At that time, he put down her running off to the same attention-seeking behavior that motivated her to attempt suicide. And that was their tragedy. She craved the attention he could not give. I've never had love for Tina like husband for wife. I loved her like a brother. loves a sister. I don't know if she loves me or was in love with me. I think it was more that she was in my corner. We were just two peas in a pod. I didn't always enjoy sex with Tina. She didn't appeal to me like that. She is not my kind of woman. And excuse me, okay? I keep talking about Hustle Mom Martina, but that is my favorite seasoned hoe. Oh, I love her. She was saying how one time she had got her teeth kicked in while she was working for Kenny Red. Rest in peace, Kenny Red. But she was talking about how she got her teeth kicked in by a trick. She didn't want to have sex with the trick because she said she'd rather just steal this money from this trick and go home and make love to her man, which was Kenny Red. The trick found out that she stole the money and kicked her in the teeth.
Kenny and Martina. So I've interviewed you guys separately, but never together. Yeah. So how did you guys meet? When did you meet?
Martina, when was that? What year was that? About, probably back
in the late 80s.
Yeah, that's when I met Martina, but when you got with me back in 90?
89.
No,
90.
89, 90, yeah.
That's when I remember when I was in Hawaii.
Yeah.
You had me.
But before that, yeah.
You had me before then also, but that was 89 when I got kicked off the island.
I got Martina, I was in San Francisco. I just got back from the East Coast. And I was on the track, sharp as a tack. And I seen Martina, I pulled her, I said, God damn, bitch, you fine. You know what I'm saying? I got out the car, I was sweating that bitch. She went and took care of business. After that, she jumped in the car, and we rode off like a thief in the night.
Yes, and I've been with him ever since.
Ever since?
Yeah, but you know, me and Kenny hasn't been together for years, but we have a mutual respect for each other. You know, I'm always going to love Kenny, you know. But but back then, I was just in love. Was just down for Kenny Red's Pimpn and just cross country with
I'm not saying that Kenny Red didn't love Hustle Mom Martina, because who wouldn't love Hustle Mom Martina? Okay, she's a beautiful thing. Ooh, and then they got this other hoe out there named, I think she's an escort, The Bear. Ooh, y'all. Ooh, my God. Let me get back to what I was trying to say. Okay, what I'm trying to say is some pimps have sex with their women, you know, whether they are attracted to them or not. It's just all part of the game. She didn't appeal to me like that. She is not my kind of woman. You all look at her and say, oh man, she is sexy. She is attractive. She is attractive, but she's never had no sex appeal for me. Every white man in the business couldn't wait to bag Tina the Turner. Did you see her in what is that, Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome? Are you crazy? With that blonde hair and then this shit right here shaved. We don't need another hero. Oh my God, that lady's so motherfucking sexy. Oh, she got these legs, but there is nothing sensuous about her. I taught her the movements for excitement. She's attractive because of what I taught her, the way I taught her to use her body. I feels that the accounts of their fights have been exaggerated. Answer no. If you beating her with a hanger, bitch. Girl, I don't go around slapping. I'm not that type to do that. But I don't take no shit, man. Don't nobody be hollering at me like I am no fucking kid or nothing, man. Or doing nasty shiz, man. If you want to provoke me, all you got to do is holler at me or call me some kind of fucking name. And you got it. I've got a hell of a temper because you're a Scorpio. And that's what Scorpios do. They give you the nigger. But all in all, it's called anger management. You shouldn't be so easily irritated that somebody say something to you and you can't control. Pause. Okay, let's do this. But I'm not about to let you or nobody take control of my emotions. From time to time, I might step a little bit to the left. But for the most part, I like to stay centered because I don't like nobody to be in control of me. emotions, and that is Ike Turner's downfall. That's every person who does not have control of their emotions downfall. You gonna let some bitch you don't know, they just called you a anteater and now you out of pocket? Now you ready to kick a hole in somebody's ass? Come on, life's so much bigger than that. Come on. Especially when you know who you are. Sure, I've slapped Tina. We had fights, and there have been times when I punched her without thinking.
Hollywood, lovely white light, baby carry. But it is in Hollywood.